Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Sports Junkie podcast. You're tuning in to episode 7. Today, we're going to talk about my must picks for the February 22nd games. Let's dive right in. First game of the night here, we got Toronto versus Calgary. Now, for Toronto, Freddie with the start. He's playing lights out as of late. Calgary in a funk right now. Toronto is showing no signs of slowing down right now, especially with the addition of Joe Thornton in the lineup on that first line with Matthews and Marner. And speaking of Matthews, he has registered at least 1 point in his last 16 outings. And he has 6 goals and 14 points in that last 5 games. That's nuts, almost unheard of. Calgary coming off that whopping 7-1 loss to Edmonton. Nothing going right for them in that game. And I don't think they'll be able to put the pieces back together for this Toronto game. And note that Markstrom hasn't been playing his best games as of late. And definitely hasn't played his best game yesterday. And he is expected to start today. And also Marner with 9 points in that 5-game span. So I think Toronto is going to be too much to handle for Calgary. I got Toronto on the spread here. Next game, we got Florida and Dallas. Now, something to look into right now, Dallas has not played in 9 days. They have 9 days off because of the COVID situation. They're not going to have their game legs. For Florida, Dredger gets his nod for Florida. He's been nothing but amazing between the pipes. He has a 6-1-1 record with a .926 save percentage. Duclair looking really good with 4 points in his last 4 games. He's looking good as of late, going to look to stay hot. Huberdeau going for the league MVP. It looks like he's just in his prime right now, showing no signs of slowing down as well. Florida will be looking to get the job done tonight, followed by a few beers on the beach tomorrow to celebrate. Now for Dallas, Hudobin gets his 8th start this year with only 1 win in his last 5 starts. Look for Florida's high-powered offense to take advantage of Hudobin's struggles as of late. Dallas also with 9 days off, like I said. Game legs definitely won't be there. And I think Florida takes the spread tonight. Next up, we got Tampa Bay versus Carolina. Now, last game, Carolina did beat Tampa Bay 4-0. So on for Tampa, Vasilevsky, who I think is the best goalie in the league, is getting the start. That embarrassing 4-0 loss. Tampa is going to look to bounce back this game. That is for sure going to be at the back of their mind tonight when they're looking for blood. Carolina clicking as of late, I must say. Very good top 6. Not enough to edge out Tampa's top 6. Last game, there was only 3 power plays in the whole game, and Tampa only had 1. So it looks like the refs let them play. And I think they'll let them play again tonight. 5-on-5 tonight, I got Tampa winning the spread. Next game here, we got New York Islanders versus the Buffalo Sabres. Now for New York, Varlamov getting the start, who has been very impressive this year with 3 shutouts. Islanders are a very good grinding defensive team with some flair in Barzal and Pajot. And speaking of physicality, the Isles had 53 hits last game. That's almost unheard of. And they still didn't get the job done against a Pittsburgh team. But sometimes that's what happens, and he's got to move on from it, and I think they will tonight. Buffalo looks like you think Buffalo would look. Top guys are not going, they're not clicking. And there's also rumblings in the room that both Hall and Eichel want out. Who knows if those are true or not. I mean, if I was Eichel, for sure, it's time to move on, I think, if you can't turn this team around. Definitely not a good situation in Buffalo. And yeah, looks like New York Islanders, best 4th line in hockey, is getting shit done with supporting staff. So I got New York Islanders tonight. All right, second last game I'm doing tonight. It's going to be St. Louis versus LA. Now for St. Louis, Binnington going back in net after a heated battle in San Jose. 5-4 win in that game. Very high scoring game. The Blues were the better team in the 3rd period. They'll be looking to carry that desperate play tonight into the game for LA. Jordan Kyrou, a really good young player looking to blossom. He's been streaky this year, but I do think he'll pick up as of late, starting today. Quick most likely getting the nod. For LA, he's been average with a .889 save percentage, 3.19 goals against. One of the worst teams for shots on goal per game. Offense not getting it done. Plus shots on goals allowed, they're the worst team. So it looks like both offensive and defensively need to figure it out. on the defensive side of the puck. They need help from the bottom 6 and the bottom 2 D pairing. LA is a young team, probably going to be rebuilding in the next couple of years. And for tonight, I just think St. Louis is going to be relentless on the forecheck in the defensive zone. I think Binnington's going to be hot tonight. I'm taking the Blues on the money line here. And the final game I'm doing tonight, everyone, we got Minnesota versus San Jose. Now for Minnesota, Kokkonen, a good young goalie getting the start. He's been okay, but has a great save percentage in .911. Minnesota not giving up a lot of shots per game. They're a very good defensive team. And it looks like Kevin Fiala is looking to continue his hot start after coming back from that suspension. Looking to be hot tonight as he scored 2 goals and had an assist last game for 3 points. Greenaway leading the team in points. Again, your bottom 6 guys in on it, and he's leading the team in points. Big body in front of the net, poised to have a breakout year, I think. Minnesota is on a 2-game winning streak. They're feeling good lately. They'll look to put the pedal to the metal against this inconsistent Sharks team. For San Jose, Martin Jones getting wins, but not in good ways. Letting in a lot of goals. He has a 3.66 goals against and an 8.882 save percentage. Not looking good for him. Carlson's struggling. He's not looking to get anything going right now. He looks like to have some injury trouble. Who knows? He's not back to the Carlson we know and love, and who gave up those first round picks for us. Let's look at that as well. Look for Minnesota to come out flying tonight. Like I said, they've been cooped up with COVID, and Kevin Fiala COVID plus his suspension, so he's going to be flying tonight. And I got Minnesota on this one, guys. There you have it, folks. There's my picks for tonight's games. Hope you tuned in to hear these must picks. Give me a listen on YouTube at the Sports Junkie Pod. Like and subscribe, and let's win some money tonight, fellas. Let's get it, baby.